Why, hello YouTube, and welcome back to some more Hearts of Iron 4, and what we're going to do today is actually play Raptor 56, because I've not played that in a while, and we're going to play as Greece, led by Konstantinos Demiratsis, that's what I want to say. Get a few nasty debuffs here. We get a divided naval industry. Our naval industry is divided between two main factions, naval arsenal and civilian shipbuilders. We have to satisfy the civilian naval industry if we ever hope to build a mighty navy of our own, so that's already bad. A government crisis. Our new leadership is faced with problems such as high interest rates from loans, and our nation is in a period of a Great Recession. The Great Depression of 1929 also had a huge impact on our economic situation, so this is very bad. Divided nation. The Mektas regime seems able to control the country in these strange times, but there could still be popular support for other parties seeking power in the country, offering promises and pledging support to any civilian trying to get their support. Okay. Shadow of 1921. After the war 1921, our new officers simply lacked experience and the will to fight on the battlefield. New plans and reforms are needed in order to keep our nation safe from external threats. A megaphilissi. Megaphilissi meaning Greek Depression in Greek. The Hellenic Republic was hit hard after the failed military campaign in Anatolia, leading to a great economic disaster and huge immigration crisis. Much effort is needed by the government in order to get the economy back on track. Cool. Let's get our 13 divisions together and select a general that is pretty good on the offence. I'm already eye up Bulgaria with hungry eyes. Let's just pop them there to give them something to do. We have a navy, do we? We'll join and merge our navy together and get to our naval commander. You will do for now. Or if you just hold there. Do we have an air force? No, we do not. I don't know why I'm surprised that we don't have an air force. National focus. Fight the oh my life in a nutshell. Fight the depression. Oh no. Political awakening. Oh. We're going to look at what we can do here. We're not just going to go crash bang wallop. Autarky. Nation above all. This is like fascism, it seems. Greater Greece. I know what I want to do. I want to rebuild the Byzantine Empire. It's been done a lot on our Byzantine. Surely expand. Or is it an event I need to do? Restore Byzantium. So we need Albania. Oh, we need quite a few places. Okay, so we can only do that after we do all that. Nation turmoil. Reassure the nation. So we can go down to monarchy. Prepare the... I'm just trying to think what to do here. The King Marshal plan. Demand Cyprus. Purchase Cyprus. So do you want to go fascism or monarchist? Democracy? Fuck democracy. This is the Mektas plan. Then we've got to fight the depression, which is like our economy tree down here, it seems to be. Greater Greece, we could go down. That would let me probably attack some people. I think we'll try to do the model European kingdom. I think we'll try and go down that tree. So let's just do political awakening. In these dark times, our country is surrounded by possible enemies. We should at least achieve some good relations or even alliances to assure our nation's safety. Oh, a few research slots, delightful. Sport weapons 1, I like to do. Obviously playing Road 56, so we have these two options enabled as well. Basic machine tools. And construction 1. Military factories. Look at our division templates. Who can be the PFI? We can't even add any infantry companies. Okay. What are you using? Just manpower and equipment, that is okay. Plop. And plop flare. Let's try and do that reinforcement. And we have one shipyard available, and we'll try and get some convoys. We have only 8 civilian factories, so really we're going to want to work on that immediately. I think that's about everything at the moment. Let's just resume. Hopefully we don't get declared. Someone doesn't declare war on us right away. Riots in the streets, that's already not looking too good for us. Probably want to play this in fast speed actually. Won't finish this focus. What are you doing next, Italy? What are you up to? Regia Marina, so you're going, that gives you dockyards. Pause. An agreement proposed. The Bulgarians have proposed that some of the restrictions that were placed on them at the end of Great will be lifted. So we get more factory output, but they... No, not agreeing with that. Why should we let Bulgaria rearm? Logistics wise. Now we're in a bit of a deficit. Got a nice little offensive plan just there, just in case. I'm sorry, we're just going to give us some more PP, some more political power. Stability is terrible. So we definitely need to try and sort this out. Any additional political power is going to be good at this early game. Because at the moment we're in dire straits, we are. Rhineland has already been militarised, that is most frowny. So we go divided nation. Prime Minister passes away, we can only do that if that happens. Does he just like pass away like by default, does he, or something? Fight the depression, this will give me construction speed and a bit more stability. Was this guy like really old or something? Is that why? I don't know. I have a bit more political power now, I can't really spend any of it. Which is fine. How well we crypto our boys? Not very. So answers that. So what are you doing, Germany? Firstly, enter award. Oh, you're trying to go down a path to make them like you a bit more. Tools modernization, third ministry. We haven't even got any civilian factories to trade, I don't think. We've got to fight the depression. So that would have given me a bit more stability and a bit better construction speed. We can do end depression. Shorten our recovery. Fund the navy. That gives us some more dockyards. It's like anything that helps, really. He's don't give me a lot of factories. Go for energy depression, which gives rid of this national spirit. This does. Omega Flipsy. Just need to keep our stability in check. So you need to protest his demands. What'll that do? Remove national spirit, civil unrest. What do they want? Let's do that. Factory output, that's fine actually. A bit more stability is just needed. Manpower's low, we are not really producing. Oh wow, rioters want even more. Demetrius has passed away, so we can do the Mechezes power, the king seizes power. So I'm more interested in the monarchist. The king seizes power. So George II is now in charge. Got energy depression as well, which has increased my stability a little bit. Expandable powers. Need divided nation for that. Unlocks restore faith in the government. Let's just try and get our country sorted. Czechoslovakia started their border fortification project. Probably going to be very important considering what the Germans will be up to. And we're just working on city factories at the moment. We're up to Yugoslavia and Bulgaria. Ignore the treaty. Bang National Spirit secret rearmament. Oh, naughty Bulgarians. Industrial effort. Germany is doing the Reichsautobahn. Limited rearmament. Arms factory expansion. Construct more hydro plants. What we're doing. What's Turkey up to actually? The sugar industry effort. A little bit interesting at the moment. It's going to be a bit slow going in the early games, but... Oh, wait a minute. Bowls. Bowls. Thank you. Basic machine tools. Support weapons. Sweden revokes the Unland Convention. So we got fight the depression and depression we did. So we can do expand royal powers, which gives me a bit more stability. Removes 49 days. That's a weird time for it to finish. Military roads. Oh, this gives me a few military factories. I can make my Kine prayer. Oh god, there's a few things we can do with purge Republicans. Absolute monarch. Purchase Cyprus. Demand East Thrace from the... Probably don't want to do that right now. We will give him a few more powers though. Got Mountaineer divisions. Special forces. Great War tanks, Jesus. Bit artillery, at least so it's an option for us. And we probably just want grand battle plan, I think. I'm just literally want our troops in the field to be well equipped at the moment. Yeah, at least we're getting a bit more PP. Spanish Civil War, okay, so National Spain declared war on Spain. We can shorten our recovery. Decrease the duration of depression recovery until... We will do that actually. Extra 30 days our recovery helps. Will be moved 28th August, that's not too bad. Well, it's 1937, but got a few years to try and do some things. Industrial effort. Privatise the Reichsautobahn Germany are doing. Overseas factories. The Spanish Civil War. I don't know what the casualties in that war already are like. Pretty extensive for the nationalists so far, but they probably will be fine. Right, stability's looking quite nice, huh? Not looking too bad. So we can do military roads or establish a royal arsenal. And we're going to do this, which is going to give me a few more building slots and extra 3 military factories, just so I can pump out more equipment quicker. That's literally my thought process for that. I'm going to do that, just excavation 1, just to get a bit more resource efficiency gain. We're not going to see the protesters' demands again. Restore faith in government. Or reassure the nation. Reassure the nation just to gain a bit more stability. I'd like to restore Byzantine, that'd be cool. We got a little bit of political power. Still can't really spend any of it though. Oh, I need a bit of political power though. Modify governance. I'm trying to think what would be beneficial. Well, Chinese Soviet Republics declared war. Was that Chinese People's Republic or Soviet Republic? Chinese Soviet Republic under Mao. Shanghai Shek. France are in firm control of Vietnam. They signed a white peace. That did not last a long time. Established a royal arsenal was about to finish. Still not really that fast to building any of our... Not really getting there with our factories, so it's fine. Reducing production of our military equipment will increase. Maybe if I put another few into that, that'd be good. Right, that's been done. So let's go around this way. Moves shadow. That would be good to get rid of that debuff. We will do economic recovery because we do need it. When they go plop, plop. There's anything else really we can make? There really isn't. I don't even think we have enough. No, we're just going to have to deal with it, as bad as it is. I don't really want to use any civvy factories if possible. At least we're making more equipment. Even if I was to make one of these, they would not be able to spawn yet anyway, so that's fine. Little George II economic recovery should hopefully help us out a little bit. Establish village institutes, towed artillery, carry effort, finish the Reinhard programme. At least artillery is the thing now. We want it. We get electromechanical engineering just to reduce our research speed by 1%. So it's probably reducing some of our research by like 10 days or anything. Economic recovery, it's done as well. Well, it's better. We need to get rid of this as well. We do. Industrial expansion. Yeah, so we get some synthetic factories that we could get them down here. I think we'll do this to get me to another 2 civilian factories. Then we'll do this to get rid of this the Strategico Epetio. So get rid of that remove National Spirit Shadow of 1921. We'll do industrial expansion. Sperlo, and we will add a military. Nope, can't do that. Trench warfare, that's fine. We'll go for that construction one as well. And we will add a war industrialists so we can build military factories a little bit faster. Now we are getting a 20% little boost at the moment. And my general is still favourites to beat these Bulgarians. Licensed German equipment, that's a bit naughty. The will to fight Albania are doing. Naval air effort. Yeah, it's really as long as this goes on for no one is doing too many naughty things, we'll be okay. Expand the Lebensstrafen. That could be bad. Oh, did Italy get Ethiopia? Yeah, they did. Took their time though. Saudi Arabia there as well. You do partial mobilisations. I got a national focus. Oh wow, they do as well. Cool. I'm presuming Israel don't, because they won't be alive yet, won't they? Oh, because it's Palestine at the moment, that's why. Edgy comments are incoming. So that war seems to be at a stalemate. Industrial expansion. And we'll do the will to fight to get rid of this. Well, not the will to fight, sorry, we'll do Strategio Epileto, because we need to get rid of that nasty debuff, which is a Shadow Knight in 21. So we got a few more factories essentially by doing that. And we've only got a slight deficit in infantry equipment. That's fine. No manpower. That is going to happen at the moment. Excavation 1 might make us able to make use of our resources a little bit more. We'll go for concentrated industry. Actually, no. We'll go for dispersed this time. I'm not really close to making any destroyers or anything at the moment. Or any tanks for that matter. We'll produce anti-tank guns as well. Just in case. I still like to have stuff like that available. Even were to take Bulgaria, we would get there 5 military factories and about another 12 civvy factories. Not great, but not bad. And we've got 1 military factory in Albania, literally. Yugoslavia, though, that's a bit of a different matter. What else could we go for? Get planning ground, battle plan. Anything really that is just going to beef up our troops a little bit more, I'm happy with. What are you doing, Turkey? Organise it. You're doing that, you're doing that. You're all struggling a little bit. Germany are forming a rights commissariat now. Well, they haven't gone and invaded anyone yet, at least. Leadership purges in the Soviet Union. We take what are you doing, Denmark? Gains national spirit for Denmark. Oh, this seems a bit iffy what they're up to. So we need that if we want to get more military factories. Gives us a bonus for land doctrine. I'm just trying to think what else would be beneficial. Military roads adds a bit of infrastructure. More raw support. Devotion to the monarchy. Do we really want to piss off Italy with that? I don't really want to try this at all against them. I think that could be a bad idea. There's going to be some extra air bases. Go for rail network improvements to get some infrastructure, I suppose. We've got Iran as well. I was like seeing if there's any other focuses really. Polish-Romanian alliance. What else can you do for Japan? You make Japan communist, that's quite funny. Yeah, they get a lot of dockyards if you go down certain focuses that they do. We no longer get the effects on depression recovery. That's not too bad. Still got a bit of political power to play around with actually. Let's get an infantry expert. Don't think that's a bad idea. Anything just to give us a few buffs. What Romania up to? Reserve divisions. Right, now we actually have a plus. We can afford 1 division. So we'll make that division. We can afford 2 divisions, so I'm going to roll out another 2. That's support recruitment, that is finished. I'm going to do another focus actually. To get even more military factories. Could do with some aircraft. Almost been really silly what fighters let me do close air support. We'll go for fighter. Not that we're going to be making any anytime soon, but I just like the ability to produce some form of aircraft. Still favouring our government, we could do that as well. Spirit government crisis. Yeah, we spend a bit of political power to get rid of that. I think it's worth it. Me that I heart has disappeared. I'm going to do that as well. End the mass at all. They're going down that, they are, okay. Ending the Macedonian threat, are you, Bulgaria? Oh, communist indoctrination for Republican Spain. They're going now down that way. Whoever floats your boat. Triumph in Africa for Italy, and Germany are doing the Anschluss of Austria. The excavation, more resource efficiency is nice. That's really we only have got. Actually, Greece is quite abundant in some resources. So Bulgaria only get an extra 2 aluminium. Got a lot more resources for attacking Yugoslavia. Or Romania, we would. That's fine, we'll establish some military complexes. Still in positive, so we're only going to increase the amount of infantry equipment we're making. Now we've got to change up our conscription laws. Pakistan, America. Get another research slot, that'd be good. Anything here that lets me essentially get more troops. That's more infrastructure. Just make sure King George a Field Marshal. So I'm not seeing anything that gives me more soldiers. That's one of my main concerns at the moment, so I think we will just go olive export, then try and get additional military factories. Let's start making artillery. Over steel, we will actually trade with America this time. I'll rename the troops to PFI. Oh, they called. Oh, it's PFI for the template, but they got separate divisions. Okay. It's fine. So we're capable of making 2 divisions. I'll pop capable at the moment. Know their own protocols. Really just getting as many divisions and stuff as we can. Actually, we're probably going to have to cancel this, just because we can't really go too potty with the amount of manpower we have. We have about 120,000 soldiers in the field, which isn't great still. Get more factories. The only worrying thing is I'm not seeing a lot of stuff which gives me recruitable population. Went fascist, that's normally the way to do it. But going monarchist is a lot different. We demanded some areas would we get. Olive export. Military roads. Battle plan. Anything really that is going to benefit us is juicy at this stage. Perfect elastic defense. Anyways, I'm going to end the episode here. We probably are going to just keep doing their focuses and seeing what we can achieve and unlock. Hope you enjoyed this episode. Ooh, back to Romans formed. Please like and subscribe, and I'll see you next time.